Greetings, everyone, and welcome. October the 8th, 2025, and tonight, President Zelenskyy probably making one of his most decisive and important statements in his evening address to the Ukrainians and also to the world that he has stated yet. What is it? He has green-lighted asymmetrical warfare. So, breaking news tonight, Zelenskyy just approved the order. Asymmetrical warfare begins. Now, we need to understand what that is, what it means, and I also have translated and voiced over for you so you can hear what he says. Additionally, we're going to tell you the why. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing. We appreciate each and every one of you, and you are awesome. Let's jump straight in here, and let's play the video first. Here we go. I have edited down. This is what Zelenskyy has said tonight. Dear Ukrainians, today there was a good report from Vasyl Maluk, head of the Security Service of Ukraine, and on our operations, I approved some plans for our services to deliver an asymmetric response to Russia's war. Ukraine is achieving truly significant results, as demonstrated in particular by our long-range sanctions against Russia. According to our data, the fuel shortage in Russia today is approaching 20%, and this specifically concerns their gasoline, and now they've begun tapping into diesel reserves. They've been saving these for a rainy day. Putin has been offered many times to end the war or have a ceasefire, and he has spurned all proposals, ours and America's. So it is only fair that Russia bears the war's full cost. The weapons producers are ensuring that our long-range strikes have become more precise, and what's important, we do not reject any real path to peace, but we believe that only pressure on Russia will work, and I thank everyone around the world who is helping us. Ukraine, in exactly this way, strongly, decisively, and with tools and decisions that impact Russia. I thank you, all our people. Glory to Ukraine. So there it is. Multiple statements he is making, and they are quite powerful when you break them down and look at them. And that's what we're going to do for the next couple of minutes. First of all, he has green-lighted with security services of Ukraine asymmetrical warfare. Basically, we're just getting started. If you thought Operation Spiderweb was something, you haven't seen anything yet. So I wanted to make sure that I understood and also you understand what this asymmetrical term for warfare means. It includes guerrilla warfare. Listen, this is happening on both sides of the line. The reconnaissance forces, special forces, cyber attacks, informational warfare, and swarming drone attacks. So we're already seeing this every day, but these tactics, and you see the second bullet point here, are employed by a militarily weaker opponent to exploit the vulnerabilities of a stronger adversary, aiming to equalize capabilities. And pay attention to the rest of it. It's very important. Drain resources or erode morale by using unconventional strategies instead of direct conventional combat. This is what Zelenskyy has stated to the world tonight, to Ukraine, to Russia, that you can expect an increase in unconventional asymmetrical warfare, informational, technological, cyber attacks, and swarming drone attacks. We're going to see that. He then spoke about the success of Ukraine's long-range sanctions. And ladies and gentlemen, that has nothing to do with an economic package approved by the EU. He was specifically tongue-in-cheek talking about Ukraine's success in long-range strikes with drones and missiles, taking out Russian energy infrastructure, even giving data. 20% of gas has been eliminated, their storage, their supplies 20%. And I can tell you that Russia is cranking up their refineries to try and catch up. That is a fact that I was looking at today as well. And they have now had to tap into their strategic reserves of diesel. This is key and critical. He went on to say, we still want peace. It is Russia that refuses peace every day. And if you missed the earlier video today that I released a few hours ago, you can go back and you can hear the deputy foreign minister of Russia basically saying, gloves off, here you go, U.S., it's all your fault, and we're going to accomplish and finish this special military operation, this war. Now, we need to understand the why. Why is Ukraine doing this? Or why is Zelenskyy making such a bold statement? Because it's a bold statement. I have approved asymmetrical warfare. It has the green light. Why? A, Ukrainian success must continue. What is that success? Smashing Russia's fuel economy, refinery, oil. That is where Ukraine is having the most success. Secondly, Russian successes must be minimized. And yes, Russia is having success. They are having success in hitting Ukraine's infrastructure for heating and gas and electric. It is a fact, and we call it the way it is. Third, this can assist in frontline relief. Tonight, in addition to these statements in this green light, President Zelenskyy also gave a frontline update, and I will tell you really quick, in a nutshell, what he said. He looked at the entire front line, he went through it, and he says, here in Sumy, we're doing okay. We're holding. We're even taking territory. Kharkiv is stable. He then moved down to Kupiansk and said, it is difficult in Kupiansk. Our guys are under pressure, but they are holding. He then came down to Siversk and Konstantinivka, and he said, it is difficult, but our guys are holding. He then moved into the most critical area, which is right here, Pokrovsk. Very difficult. Dobropilia, very difficult. But reinforcements are coming, and Ukraine is fighting and holding. He then took notice to the southern line here on Zaporizhia and Russia pushing there. So anything Ukraine can do to increase the pressure on Russia, that can assist on the front line. The final thing that I want to share with you is Ukraine tonight, well aware that there's a possibility of another big airstrike coming. Russia has relocated their long-range bombers into Saratov, which is Ingalls Air Base, and also up here to Olena, which is north of St. Petersburg. And this is typically where they're deployed before they come down to the launch line or over to the launch line for the strikes on Ukraine. So the bombers are at the western bases. They've relocated them from the east. They did that for safety, of course, they being Russia. So we keep our eyes on this. This is why Ukraine must do all that is necessary to level the playing field. And that is through asymmetrical warfare that tonight President Zelenskyy has green lit or green lighted. He said, yes, approved. So we shall see. Interesting rhetoric. And I don't even want to use the word rhetoric. Interesting, bold statement from President Zelenskyy tonight. And that's what he does. He's a bold leader. He's a lion, and we stand with him. Thank you for standing with us, and we all stand with Ukraine, and we stand for freedom and truth, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Be blessed. We'll be back.